Hi guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about having a Roth IRA. I am not a financial advisor of any sort, so these are just my views and opinions, so take them as you will. So what is a Roth IRA? IRA or IRA stands for Individual Retirement Account. And a Roth IRA is an individual retirement account that provides tax-free growth and withdrawals. So why would you open up a Roth IRA? There are so many good reasons for anyone who's eligible to open up a Roth because you are going to need income as you get older and retire, and you don't want to rely on family or friends or Social Security. So it's an incredible tool for building wealth tax free. And your income tax bracket will likely go up as you get older, so you'll have to pay more taxes later on in life. And locking in tax free growth on income now will help you avoid paying those higher tax fees later on. And hopefully, it will help you save for retirement and help you avoid the temptation to spend the money, as you will get penalized for taking it out early. So, I found this article, and I know it says for millennials, but I think it's really great for anyone who's eligible. A majority of people, especially young people, don't think about retiring and saving for retirement. So, the sooner you start building your nest egg, the better chance you'll have enough saved for a comfortable retirement. So there's plenty of advantages that we are going to go over in this video, but the main one is to start saving for your retirement with this incredible tool that will allow you to grow tax-free gains in your Roth. Opening up a Roth IRA for anyone is super beneficial if you're eligible, but especially for young people, and the younger that you do it is much better. If you expect to be in a higher tax bracket once you're older, opening up a Roth now before you hit that income limit may be a really good idea, because you can just let your contributions grow and have that interest compound. And by the time you're ready to take it out, you won't have to pay taxes on any of it. It's also a good idea to open a Roth if you think that tax rates are going to be higher in the future than they are in the present. So who can open an IRA? There's actually no age restrictions. Kids can actually have a Roth IRA. They just have to have them opened by their parent. And the money that goes into it has to be earned income from the kid. This is a really good idea to start as young as possible because time is your friend with retirement savings. So the reason it's ideal to start as young as possible is because of a principle called compound interest. So I wanted to give you guys an example of the importance of investing early and how it works with compound interest. Compounding happens when earnings on your savings are reinvested to generate their own earnings. I found this example on the internet. This is showing Ben when he starts investing at 19 and Arthur who's starting at 27 with the exact same amount of $2,000. And this is Ben investing only for 8 years, but starting at 19, whereas Arthur starts at age 27 with the same amount and goes all the way until he's 65. So 38 years. So he has 30 more years on Ben, and yet at the end of 65 years old, Ben has way more money than Arthur. And that is because all the money that he invested kept compounding. So that is the beauty of time and the magic of compound interest. So I hope this really inspires you guys to start saving as soon as possible. So how do you open a Roth IRA? You can open your Roth IRA at a brokerage or bank, but probably a brokerage is going to be easier because you can just do everything online. So all you have to do is type into Google, best brokerage for Roth, etc. There's TD Ameritrade, there's Charles Schwab. I have both of these. There's a ton more brokerages. So just do your own research, and if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. In 2021, the contribution limit is $6,000 or $7,000 if you are 50 years or older, and you don't have to contribute all $6,000 at once. You can add to it throughout the year, and you have until the tax year filing date to contribute for that year. The reason that time is really important is that you can only contribute to your Roth that maximum amount up to the tax filing date of that next year. So for the year 2020, you can only contribute your max $6,000 or $7,000 if you're 50 years or older up until the filing tax date of 2021. After that, you can no longer contribute to that previous year, and that whole maximum amount that you could have contributed and could have had grow with compound interest is no longer eligible. So it's like you just lose out on $6,000 of being able to invest tax-free. So the money that you put into your Roth has to be earned income, has to be taxable income. and you pay taxes on the money that you put into the accounts. You cannot deduct the contributions on your tax. If you want an immediate tax break, consider opening a traditional IRA. And that's where you make pre-tax contributions and you can let it grow inside your traditional IRA. And then when you take out that money, you do have to pay taxes on it. If you want to open up both a Roth and a traditional IRA, the max that you can contribute is still $6,000, so you can split it up however you want. What can you invest your money in? You can invest your money into mutual funds, stocks, bonds, anything that they offer at a brokerage, really. Whatever you choose to invest in is going to be highly personalized to you and your situation. So what kind of funds are ineligible for you to contribute to your Roth? So some types of unearned income are interest and dividend income from checking and saving deposit accounts, loans, CDs, dividends, capital gains, retirement accounts such as your 401k, pension and annuity, inheritances, gifts, even property income is unearned income, and unemployment benefits, as well as alimony and child support. So your unemployment benefits do not count as earned income. So you just need to make sure that anything that you contribute to your Roth is earned income, which is employment, including wages, salaries, bonuses, commission, tips, and net earnings from self-employment, and it is not passive income or unearned income. Another limit of the Roth IRA are income limits. You can't earn more than $139,000 as a single filer for your modified adjusted gross income, or $206,000 if you are married filed jointly. In 2021, that limit is $140,000 for your modified adjusted gross income for single filers, or $208,000 if you're married and filing jointly. A benefit if you're married and filing jointly and one of the spouses does not work is that the other spouse who earns more money can actually contribute to the spouse that is not working's account. They just have to open a separate individual account for their spouse. So how do you withdraw your money from your account? So you can withdraw your Roth IRA contributions as soon as you're 59 and a half and have held that account for at least 5 years. You can actually withdraw any amount that you contributed to the Roth at any time without any penalties, and that's because you've already paid taxes on them. And when you withdraw that money, the IRS automatically assumes that you are withdrawing your original contributions out first. And if you withdraw the investment earnings on your contribution, those come out tax-free. But the IRS might want a piece of those returns in the form of taxes or maybe a penalty if you withdraw early, meaning before 59 and a half years old. However, there are some distributions that you can avoid the penalty if one of these exceptions applies to you. If you've never heard of a Roth IRA and don't know how to open one, I hope that this has helped you and inspired you to go open a Roth IRA right now. If you found this video helpful, useful, or if it inspired you to open up your own Roth IRA account, I'd love to hear it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.